I'm in here next to Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear and Build-A-Bit.
Katt Williams, a comedy legend with unmatched stage energy and a career that's lit up audiences for years. But there's way more to his story than just laughs and sold-out shows. In this video, we're taking you behind the scenes for a rare look at Katt Williams' life, his money moves, his lifestyle, and what he's really like away from the spotlight. So buckle up, because you're about to see a side of Katt most people never get to. But hey, before we jump in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss the inside scoop. Katt Williams isn't just a stand-up comedian. He's a powerhouse of talent. From comedy to acting to music, this multifaceted entertainer has been lighting up stages and screens for decades. Public reports say his net worth sits around $5 million, but Katt says that's way off. According to him, he's made much more. In fact, he claims that every Netflix special he drops brings in $10 million. And when he's performing in smaller venues, he still banks $100,000 per show, with $10,000 of that often going straight to local charities. That's not just hustle, that's heart. And get this, Katt says he's turned down $50 million not once, but 4 times, just to stand by his principles. He even goes as far as calling himself one of the richest men who ever lived. But his story isn't all glitz and glory. Behind the scenes, Katt has faced some serious storms, including legal run-ins and financial setbacks. In a 2019 interview with Jemele Hill, he opened up about a shocking discovery. Former employees had allegedly embezzled $59 million from him, something uncovered during a federal investigation by the U.S. Department of Justice. Born Micah Sierra Williams on September 2, 1971 in Cincinnati, Ohio, Katt's journey is anything but typical. Raised in Dayton by politically active parents, he was surrounded by strong ideas and social awareness from a young age, a big influence on his bold and fearless comedy style. He was a bright student, racking up good grades and academic awards, but at just 13 years old, he took a leap most wouldn't dare. He left home and moved to Florida, surviving on his own by working as a street vendor. That grit and independence would define him. His love for comedy started back home in Cincinnati, especially around the Avondale neighborhood. Even though he was underage, Katt found creative ways to sneak into comedy clubs, sometimes slipping in through the back door with the other comics. That hunger to get on stage, that determination to be seen, is what jump-started his rise to fame. In his late teens, Katt Williams made a bold move, heading out to San Francisco, a city buzzing with comedy culture. It was there, in legendary spots like the Hollywood Park Casino, the Ice House, and the Improv, that he sharpened his skills and earned his stripes in the stand-up scene. By the late 90s, Katt had already become a standout act. His razor-sharp wit, fearless takes on real-life situations, and unforgettable stage presence had crowds hooked. It wasn't long before TV producers came calling. Katt broke through on BET's Comic View, where his no-holds-barred comedy touched everything from pop culture chaos to racial dynamics in America. From poking fun at Michael Jackson and Martha Stewart to unpacking deeper social issues, his comedy hit hard and hit home. He didn't sound like anyone else, and that's exactly why audiences loved him. Then came acting. Katt made his TV debut in 2002 on the hit crime drama NYPD Blue, but his big acting break came soon after on MTV's Wild 'N Out, where he lit up the screen from seasons 1 to 4. His on-screen chemistry with Nick Cannon didn't stop there. He even popped up in Cannon's 2003 music video for Gigolo. Around that same time, Katt stole scenes as the wild and hilarious Bobby Shaw on ABC's My Wife and Kids. Then came a major career highlight, hosting the Comedy Central roast of Flavor Flav, proving once again that Katt could hold his own with the best in the game. By 2006, he dropped his first comedy special, Katt Williams Live, Let a Play, and followed it up with the now iconic HBO hit, The Pimp Chronicles Part 1. That special didn't just make waves, it turned Katt into a household name. In 2007, Katt kept the momentum going with American Hustle, a comedy special that mixed laugh-out-loud jokes with real social insight, and critics and fans alike ate it up. A year later, Katt got more political with It's Pimpin' Pimpin', showing just how much he'd evolved as both a comedian and a social commentator. But Katt wasn't just making specials, he was packing out venues. In 2008, Billboard named his stand stand-up tour, the best of the year. Then, after taking a 4-year break, he came back swinging with Katt Apocalypse in 2012 and followed up with the Growth Spurt tour in 2013. One of his biggest milestones came with his 4th HBO special, Priceless Afterlife, directed by none other than Spike Lee. And in 2018, Katt made his Netflix debut with Great America, filmed in Jacksonville, Florida, proving he was still on top of his game. Most recently, in 2022, he dropped another Netflix special, World War III, doubling down on his reputation as one of comedy's sharpest voices. Now let's check out something that really shows just how high Katt Williams climbed, his former home in Calabasas, California. This place wasn't just a house, it was a full-blown statement, a symbol of both his wild success and the tough battles he faced behind the scenes. Once worth a jaw-dropping $4.6 million, this massive estate was the kind of luxury most people only dream about. But like many Hollywood stories, it came with ups and downs. And sadly, the home went into foreclosure in 2010. Tucked away in the elite hills of Calabasas, this Mediterranean-style mansion stretched over 6,000 square feet of pure elegance. It had the works: 6 big bedrooms, 6 spa-like bathrooms, more than enough space to live large and entertain in serious style. Inside, every room delivered. A cozy yet classy family room with a built-in bar, perfect for laid-back hangouts. And for more formal occasions, the living and dining rooms brought the kind of polish you'd expect from high-end Hollywood living. But the real showstopper? The master suite. This was no ordinary bedroom. Think luxury hotel vibes, double walk-in closets, a bathroom that felt like a spa, a steam shower, and a deep jacuzzi tub made for next-level relaxation. The kitchen was a chef's dream. Top-of-the-line stainless steel appliances, a big island in the center, and a bright, welcoming breakfast nook that looked out over the beautifully landscaped backyard. And speaking of the backyard, wow! It sat on a big, flat lot packed with features for outdoor living. We're talking multiple patios, a big grassy area for lounging or hosting, and a built-in barbecue, ideal for weekend cookouts. But the real crown jewel of the outdoor space? A custom-designed pool and spa, complete with glowing fire pits that turned every evening into something straight out of a movie. Despite its grandeur and meticulous renovations with premium materials, the home's history is bittersweet. Financial pressures and legal entanglements forced Katt Williams to relinquish the property during a difficult period in his life. Today, the estate stands as a poignant reminder of the peaks and valleys of fame and fortune, showcasing not only the comedian's success, but also the challenges of maintaining such a lavish lifestyle in the unpredictable world of entertainment. Far from the flashy mansions of LA, Katt now lives in a quiet, charming house in Lawrenceville, Georgia, a suburb just outside of Atlanta. He picked it up in 2013 for just $235,000, a serious contrast to the multi-million-dollar estates we're used to seeing celebrities in. But don't let the price tag fool you. This house has its own unique flair. The layout is all about comfort and creativity, starting with a dedicated master floor that gives Katt his own private space to unwind. The heart of the home, the open-concept kitchen, is beautifully done, with sleek granite countertops and fresh tile finishes that bring a touch of modern elegance. One of the coolest parts? The home features 2 flexible workspaces, perfect for anything from a recording studio to a home office or even a personal library. For someone as creative and busy as Katt, these rooms are more than just extra space. They're a place to work, think, and create. And it wouldn't be Katt Williams' house without a little surprise. There's a hidden playroom tucked behind a built-in bookshelf in one of the bedrooms, like something straight out of a movie. It's playful, unexpected, and totally on brand for someone who's made a career out of keeping people guessing. Outside, the house sits right on a golf course, offering peaceful views and a laid-back vibe that's perfect for relaxing or hosting a few friends. With its mix of practical design, quirky features, and a serene location, this home isn't just a place to live. It's a creative retreat built for balance, inspiration, and a slower pace of life. Katt Williams doesn't just steal the spotlight on stage. His taste in cars turns just as many heads off stage. Known for his bold style and larger-than-life personality, Katt's car collection is a perfect reflection of his flair for luxury, power, and individuality. After a recent show in Richmond, Katt made a dramatic exit, not in a limo, but but in a jaw-dropping 2024 Rolls-Royce Spectre. Sleek, silver, and escorted by police, the all-electric Spectre looked like something out of the future. And with a starting price of $4.2 million, it pretty much is. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling work of art. Inside, it's packed with every tech upgrade you can imagine. USB-C ports, wireless charging, and full Apple CarPlay integration, all wrapped in the most luxurious materials money can buy. It's comfort, performance, and style at a level few ever experience. But that's just the beginning. Another showstopper in Katt's garage is the Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge, a sleek beast that pairs pure elegance with insane performance. Under the hood, a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 that cranks out 592 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Translation, it moves like a rocket, but rides like a cloud. Inside the Ghost, it's pure royalty. Dark carbon fiber accents, plush leather, and the signature Starlight headliner. Tiny LEDs that create a twinkling night sky on the ceiling turn every drive into a first-class experience. It's quiet, smooth, and deeply luxurious, just how Katt likes it. But it's not all ultra-luxury. Katt also owns a 2006 GMC Yukon XL 1500, a full-size SUV that proves he's got a practical side too. Powered by a V8 engine with 295 horsepower, the Yukon is built for towing, road trips, and everything in between. It's big, reliable, and can seat up to 9 people, making it perfect for touring or traveling with the crew. Sure, it doesn't sparkle like his Rolls-Royces, but the Yukon shows Katt knows when to keep things grounded, without sacrificing comfort. When it comes to bold rides, the Polaris Slingshot is by far the wildest in Katt Williams' garage. This isn't your typical car. It's a 3-wheeled beast that blurs the line between motorcycle and sports car, turning heads everywhere it goes. Powered by a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, the Slingshot rockets from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds and can hit a top speed of 125 miles per hour. Its futuristic, eye-popping design perfectly matches Katt's fearless style, a ride that's as unconventional and unpredictable as he is. For Katt, his cars aren't just vehicles, they're symbols of his journey, proof that he's never been one to play by the rules or fit into anyone's box. But there's more to Katt Williams than his flashy wheels and fiery comedy. Behind the scenes, he's quietly making a difference through acts of kindness that don't always grab headlines. Take the story shared by legendary singer and actress Melba Moore. Getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is a huge deal, but it comes with a pricey bill. The honoree has to foot the cost of creating and maintaining the star. When Melba hit a financial roadblock, Katt stepped up without hesitation to help make her dream come true. At the unveiling, Melba praised Katt for his generosity, sharing how he not only supported her financially, but also helped turn a lifelong goal into a reality. And in 2013, during a Boston show, Katt's compassion shined again. After the performance, he met a fan who'd been struggling with a kidney transplant. She'd been so weighed down by illness that she hadn't laughed in weeks until that night. Hearing her story, Katt invited her backstage and didn't just offer words of comfort. He gave her $1,000 with a simple note that said, "God never leaves." Moments like these reveal the heart behind the humor, a man who's as generous as he is bold. Back in 2014, Katt Williams made a powerful move to give back to the community that raised him, a neighborhood where he had seen real struggle up close. When he heard residents were facing tough times, Katt didn't just offer thoughts and prayers, he pulled out his checkbook. In a bold act of generosity, he gave away $200,000, handing out $10,000 each to local residents to help them get through hard times or simply upgrade their lives. And his kindness didn't stop there. He even gifted a mink coat to a woman in need, showing that for Katt, giving back isn't just about big money, it's also about personal gestures that hit close to home. But one of the most unexpected and touching stories about Katt's generosity came from none other than rapper Boosie Badass. In a recent Vlad TV interview, Boosie shared how, after getting out of prison, Katt was one of the very first people to reach out. He didn't just say, "Welcome home." He invited Boosie to his show, treated him like VIP, and made sure he felt nothing but love. Then came the surprise. After the show, Katt casually handed Boosie $15,000 in cash, wrapped in a towel and held together with a rubber band. No big speech, no spotlight, just a quiet "Here, Boosie," before disappearing off into the night. It might have been an unorthodox delivery, but that moment spoke volumes. Katt's generosity isn't about praise or attention. It's about real people, real help, and real love. Let's talk about a side of Katt Williams that fans are always curious about: his personal life. While he's known for his sharp humor and electrifying performances, behind the scenes, things have been far from ordinary. His relationships, just like his career, have had their fair share of drama, mystery, and headlines.
Katt's first known marriage was to Quadera Locus, a relationship that brought more than just love into the picture. It brought family. The two share a son together, and Katt reportedly stepped up as a father figure to Quadera's children from previous relationships, even going so far as to adopt some of them. It seemed like a blended family in the making, but the union didn't last. The couple divorced in 1995, and from there, Katt's romantic life started to draw attention and speculation. Fast forward to the early 2000s, when Katt began a relationship with Ebony Gray. Things seemed to heat up quickly, with rumors flying about a secret wedding. But like many things in Katt's life, it wasn't simple. By 2016, Ebony Gray had filed for a court order to dissolve what she claimed was their marriage. She didn't just want out, she also asked for spousal support, claiming Katt was mentally unstable and pushing for an annulment. Katt, on the other hand, pushed back hard, denying the relationship ever went as far as marriage and calling her version of events flat out false.
While the details remain murky, one thing's clear: Katt Williams' love life is anything but predictable. And just like his comedy, it keeps people talking. Let's be real. Katt Williams' career has been anything but smooth. Alongside the fame and sold-out shows, he's had his fair share of legal run-ins that have made just as many headlines as his punchlines. Over the years, Katt's run-ins with the law have led to early show cancellations, multiple arrests, and some very public meltdowns. His unpredictable behavior during live performances has even caused shows to end mid-set, leaving audiences stunned and sometimes disappointed. One of the earliest and most talked about incidents happened in November 2006 when Katt was arrested at LAX airport after a stolen gun was found in his briefcase. He later pleaded no contest to carrying a concealed weapon and was hit with 3 years probation. But it didn't stop there. In June 2011, Katt was arrested again, this time linked to an alleged assault involving a tractor driver. And just a year later, in November 2012, he landed back in jail on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon after allegedly hitting someone with a bottle on his tour bus. These moments have painted a complicated picture of the man behind the mic, one filled with brilliance but also chaos. His legal issues have often overshadowed his talent in the media, but somehow, Katt still has a loyal fan base that stands by him and loves him for his raw, unfiltered comedy. Can he fully turn things around and leave the drama behind? That's still up in the air. But one thing's for sure: Katt Williams is living proof that the line between genius and madness is often razor thin. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more stories about your favorite celebrities, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.